Hey, what is good, everybody? Getting into today's aftermarket trade, or not even aftermarket trade recap, to be honest, just a trade recap. Basically, I'm probably gonna have to make a part two if I end up taking anything in PM. I'm gonna be out for the day, so I just want to get this one trade recapped before I do end up going out, so I can just get this posted, and then again, if I do end up taking anything, it's gonna be on my phone. And yeah, I will just upload it PM once I get back, or tomorrow if I can't do it tonight. Anyways, though, basically pretty short here. Coming into the day, we're at all-time highs. Bullish is bias is bullish. So yeah, and then we ended up taking out all-time highs. Then we closed higher, but then we ended up coming lower. Left some buy side targets up above, and then we ended up coming down into around 11 a.m. We started to leave equal highs. And then we were leaving some SMTs, but they were failing to hold. We finally had this long SMT from around 7:30 to 11 a.m. So basically, confluences for this trade is that we have this SMT here, we have this 2-minute inversion, as well as two sets of equal highs above. And then yeah, so once we ended up getting that 2-minute inversion, as we can see here, ended up entering. My fill was a little bit scuffed. And then once I ended up entering, it's just volume was kind of starting to die down into 11 a.m. Again, 11 a.m. is a little kind of sketchy-ish to trade. That was the one thing that was kind of tweaking me out about it. The second thing too is that we were inside this 5-minute, and I was worried about holding in this 5-minute. So my original break even would have been this first set of equal highs, and this was kind of the mistake that I made on my part. This was a mistake of why I got break even today, is because I set my break even too early. I should have trusted my analysis and just been okay waiting till we tapped to these equal highs. But instead, once we got up to about here, I believe it was, and I ended up just break evening. There really was no like specific reason. We obviously didn't take out any set of internal high or anything like that. It was more so just thinking I was being cautious. And yeah, that ended up obviously screwing me over today. We ended up coming down, getting stopped at break even, and then we also tapped back into this 2-minute inverse before continuing higher, taking out the first set as well as the second set of equal highs. The only thing I will say, again, it's still a mistake on my part, but the thing about it, it's not too terrible because coming into 11 a.m., I didn't want to take this on my live account. And then on my Top Step accounts, or sorry, my personal account. And on my Top Step accounts, I thought I was taking on both, but then I forgot I unlinked them. Just it's confusing to explain, but if you don't know, like Top Step X, you can't like add to the position on one account if it's a follower of the leader account. So I unlinked them, and then I forgot I did that. So I was only in on my 50K instead of my 150K. And yeah, so I was only in on one account and ended up getting break even on there. So I wasn't in on my personal and I wasn't in on my 150K. So still though, it's still a mistake of getting to setting my break even too early. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the AM. Again, if there's anything else in the PM, I'll end up making a video either later today or sometime tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys then.